my friends, it's Lisa here from Arcaneandstellar. I want to welcome you to my channel for this timeless pick a card reading. We are going to go back to old school stuff. I used to do these videos all the time. I don't know if some of you might remember. Leave a comment if you've been following me that long, but I used to do you versus them, and I do it every month. And then I kind of just fell off the bandwagon. I think it's been like probably a good 2 years since I've done one, if not longer. And I thought, you know, I want to do something like that again, but maybe more timeless in a sense. So this is going to be the month ahead between you and your person. Now, I'm going to be coming at this from a more romantic angle, so crushes, situationships, partners, what have you, you know. I'm going to tell you, I'm coming from that direction of it. So if you do want to see one that's maybe more platonic or open, let me know in the comments below, because if I see a demand, I'll definitely do it. So with that being said, we've got 4 different groups to choose from. We've got number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want you to take your, time and connect to one of these groups. You'll find the timestamps up in the description box. And up in the description box, of course, there are also ways to get a reading with me and all that other good stuff, the decks I'm using, etc. All that information's up there in that description box. Now, I want to say a quick thank you. Some of you sent me gifts for my birthday, well wishes, emails, etc. Thank you, honestly, to everyone. It made me have a much sweeter birthday. It was very thoughtful of so many of you to contact me and do things, and for me that was just very sweet. And it was kind of a stressful week. Obviously I think every birthday is going to be a little bit sad because my sister passed away on my birthday week, and all of that happened. But then this birthday was particularly kind of sad as well because my dog got sick. And so if any of you have any experience, and Bobby was so kind to tell me about her sister's experience, but a congestive heart failure with dogs. If you've had any experiences with that, and especially success stories, I really want to hear them, because I've got him on medicine now. But yeah, he basically, I found out like on Monday that he's got congestive heart failure and all this other stuff going on. And of course he's old, and I know that he's not invincible, but I would like to have more time with him. So I'm hoping, pray for him, send him good vibes, and keep him in your thoughts if you can. But anyway, yeah, that kind of bummed me out. So it was really nice to get some surprises and stuff. So I appreciate you guys so much, and lots of love to you. And let's go ahead and get started. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 1, this is going to be a reading. Now, you've chosen books, and I chose these intuitively. And so what I want to say in regard to this is that books indicate knowledge. And so you may be learning more about your person, or they may be learning more about you in this month that's coming up. And that could be, there could just be a lot of information or things, knowledge being unlocked and everything. We have here stimulate. We also have coach. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, as well as the 9 of Cups. We've got handshake, crib, ascendant, the fish and the letter, career, work, and business, and potential. So, sorry, my throat's been a little bit scratchy, so I really do apologize in advance if I'm going to be a little bit clearing it a few times. I know I will be, and I'm sorry for that. Anyway, okay, so overall you have a pretty nice spread, I feel like. So we've got stimulate, and so right off the bat we're getting stimulating energy into the relationship. Now, along with the Wheel of Fortune, if things have been tired, dreary, or not really moving between you and your person, especially for those of you like where this is a crush, oh my goodness, I think that you might actually find that things are really moving forward in a positive way. The Wheel of Fortune is followed by the 9 of Cups, and we'll go more into that, but I feel like that there are things that are really moving forward in this connection. So if things have been, like I said, dead or quiet, or not a lot's been going on, I could really see more things happening, more interaction, more talking. The fish in the letter can talk about more messaging, more communication as well. So it just feels like there's a lot of communication. Now, for those of you that are like, well, no, we don't have something like that. Well, it could just talk about that you guys are talking a lot about money as well. That could be because career, work, and business is here as well. And so this is interesting because in some way with the advice, career, work, and business, I'm almost picking up the vibe that you and your person that you're asking about may have discussions about these things, about work or maybe potential ideas. Maybe this is business ideas, but it's almost like you guys are moving to a brighter place. I think that something good's going to really happen for you with this person. And again, that's probably going to be dependent upon what your current situation is. Like I said, if this is a crush and maybe you're just hoping for a little bit more traction, a little bit more movement, I completely feel like that's happening. Again, one thing too for you guys, this person may come to you, or vice versa, perhaps, maybe it is. But I feel like this person and you are somehow coaching each other or helping each other, or there's these sort of conversations that seem to be positive, right? And it's toward learning and experiencing and stuff. And so this is interesting, like I said, because I do feel you may have the opportunity with this person, especially if this is a crush or somebody, you know, you're wanting to get closer to. This is a really good, your opportunities may come through talking about work, or there could be some sort of opportunity to give advice or be a listening ear or something like that that could help you get in with this person. Now, that won't obviously relate to everybody, but I thought I'd say it for those of you. And of course, if this is somebody you work with, you might be having a lot more hours together. You might be interacting more in work, and there could just be some, you know, messages coming for you in that regard. Now, the Stimulate card can talk about an opportunity presenting itself to you and understanding that you have what you need to take full advantage of it. Ideas and ways to affect change should also come to the surface. This is also interesting in regards to, like, especially if this is a situation where this is a, you know, a crush or somebody you want to be closer to. This is telling me that you have opportunities, ample opportunities to really make a move here, to really put yourself out there or to get closer to them or affect some sort of change. It says here, the time has gone beyond dreaming or planning and moved into a period of the first actions to make it all happen. So again, this is pretty positive towards, you know, getting things started. And with crib here, it says birth or conception of a child or enterprise. And again, maybe could show the birth of something happening or a new stage. Again, maybe it's like you, if you're in a relationship, maybe this is you and your partner talking about a future change in your life, something that you want to make happen. Maybe this is talking about money, abundance, career ideas. Maybe you want to create a business together. Again, keep it, you know, related to your situation. But like I said, this is pretty positive. And Ascendant here can talk about even physically seeing this person or making plans to do so. Say this is long distance or something with the Ascendant. This might be about, wow, maybe we're actually going to meet or we're going to do something. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Again, for some of you, if you are here and you are listening for an online person, maybe there's a chance that you'll be able to actually meet or see each other face to face or get closer face to face, okay? Again, special message, I think, for some of you, not all of you, obviously, so keep it related to you. But yeah, I could totally see that happening. Now, when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune, this is really good because if things have been dull, if things have been dreary, everything is going to change for the positive. This can talk about a lot of invitations coming through. This can talk about being lucky or feeling lucky in the relationship. Again, there can be stimulating experiences and things that like are amusing, fun. Again, there just could be more things happening. And this can talk about it being an excellent time, you know, in your life where you're feeling like things are a bit luckier. So this feels like things are picking up in some way. And again, keep that related to your situation. I'm not saying that any of you are having problems, but again, it just feels like things are going pretty positively. Like there's stimulation, there are things going on. We have potential. And it says here, what powers and opportunities are waiting to be explored, activated, and manifested? What is the trajectory of expansion, and how will you choose to shine and grow? And again, like I said, for some of you in partnership, this is going to be you and your partner talking about future effective changes. And, you know, how can you guys grow together? What can you do together, etc. Some of you, especially those in partnerships, this is a special message here for you. You may have somebody that you meet that gives you and your partner a good idea. Like maybe you come across somebody at the grocery store, out and about, and there could actually be an important meeting in regards to future plans, or somebody who gives you an idea or plants a seed. So pay attention to that. The other thing I was going to say, of course, is that, I don't know, I just get a good vibe here. So let's just see. Spirit guides, what's their person's energy towards them over the next month? Timeless. Justice. And what's their energy towards their person? Ten of Wands. Oh, interesting. Okay, I was going to take one more for that. I just wanted to kind of see a little bit more. And yeah, so you might feel, wow, okay, so this is pretty positive. So your partner's energy towards you, we have Justice and the Four of Wands. So this person seems to want to do right by you. They seem to be in a fair mode, right, with the Justice card. We also have the Four of Wands, so this person feels pretty positive about you. This is about celebrations, happiness, security, feeling pretty pleased. And so I want to say that overall your person's pretty pleased with you, and things are feeling pretty stable and happy. On your end here, we have the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So this can actually talk about, this could be renewed hope. This could be renewed, maybe you're feeling a little bit more energetic towards the connection. Maybe you feel that spark return. Sorry, that spark like lighting up as well. This could talk about having more time for your partner as well. If you've been feeling like things have been kind of weird, again, maybe if you felt like, oh, is this ever going to happen? Like, is anything ever going to happen between us? Or am I ever going to see them again? Am I ever going to this, or am I ever going to that? It's almost like there's some sort of renewed hope or passion coming or springing back up inside of you. So I would say this is pretty good. Like I said, I'm feeling pretty positive for you guys for the month. Again, the Ascendant makes me feel pretty positive there too. Like I said, for physical interaction and just like focus on each other. Let's get a few charms. Okay, let's see. So we've got here, I have no idea what I'm doing. So I actually feel like you'll have more of an idea. If you felt like you weren't sure what's going on in the connection or something. Again, another thing too, I really want to say, because that's on the coach. You may have the opportunity or vice versa. Maybe you can get advice from this person as well. But it's like, don't be afraid to ask them for advice, and vice versa. Don't be afraid to give them advice, because I actually think there can be some sort of bonding that comes from this. We also have the Heart here. So again, I'm feeling, good vibes there. We have the Butterfly here too, which can show change happening, or feeling like we're in a better phase, or that things are lighter. There can also be more fun, frivolity, and just like an enjoyable kind of vibe between the two of you. Also, this can indicate attraction, feeling good, looking good, etc. We've got the Eagle here too, and we've got Taurus. So Taurus is ruled by Venus, and so of course this can show money, okay, but also romance and, enjoyable things in that regard. I'm going to grab actually the Eagle. So the Eagle, by the way, can talk about making an effective plan and going for it. So the Eagle sort of looks at things from a distance and then swoops in. And I want to say, it's like somehow I feel like you have this ability in the month ahead to swoop in on your person on some level, where it's like there's an opportunity for you. Maybe you have an in, or there's a good way. Sometimes like when you're just waiting for the conversation to naturally progress to the point where you can say something, or you finally get that, you know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever had that happen where you're like, okay, I'm waiting for my moment to say what I want to say, or to kind of put forth the point I want to put forth, and then it's like you've got it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. This also can talk about spiritual awakenings as well, creative inspiration from the divine as well, and whatever you put out, positive or negative, will now return to you in some form more quickly than ever. And that's kind of funny because of Wheel of Fortune too. I kind of feel like sometimes it's like things come back around. It's almost like, that kind of deal. And yeah, so this can really show, like I said, I feel like it's like noticing the finer details. And again, I don't know, there's some action of planning here too. So maybe it's like you and your person are talking about the future, or like planning something or thinking about something. Again, it's maybe for some of you online or something, it could be like meeting up or seeing each other, or having a better idea of what's going on. So overall, I think that there's potential here, and I like what I see. So I think that you guys hopefully will enjoy the next month with your person. Like I said, I think that something good's going to happen, regardless of the circumstances that you currently find yourself in. I think that there will be a little bit of a better vibe, or again, even if there's currently a good vibe, it's just going to grow and increase, okay? So with that being said, thank you for being here. I wish you the very, very best, and I hope that this, reading gave you some insight into the month ahead. If you like this, let me know. But give it a thumbs up so then I know, or give me a comment. And, if you want to get a personal reading with me, all that information's up in the description box. I also have my members area, etc. So yeah, I will see you all in the next reading. Take care. Hello, my friends. If you chose group number 2, let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say about your month ahead with the person on your mind. So we've got this beautiful rose. I love this. My mom got me some beautiful roses for my birthday, and I'm like, I was like flipping out because I love them. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. We have here calm, chamomile. Very much a calming tea, isn't it? Conflict. We've got here the moon. We've got the strength card. This is a good omen. Bird flying, news is on the way. We also have the lion, time to act. So it's funny, the lion imagery is showing up 2 different times, by the way. We have here Cancer. We've got here the sun and the mountain. And truth. Whew, okay, so this is an interesting spread here. We've got a lot going on, okay? First of all, I want to say something right off the bat. If you find yourself very confused at some point in the next month about this relationship, if you find yourself very uncertain, unclear about where things are headed, it does feel like that there is something that you're wondering about. And I don't know if this person's hiding something from you, or you feel like you're not, maybe it's like you're having a hard time reading them. Maybe, I don't know, there's something going on. Maybe there's suspicions on your side or something like that. I want to say that everything kind of calms down, okay? Now, I feel like that there's also some sense of truth coming through here in the month ahead, okay? So that's the other thing too. I feel like whatever's blocks or obstacles you've been having, there could be some challenge you've been having. Maybe it's inner conflict when it comes to the relationship, or maybe it's like you're not reading the other person right, or you're not like, what is up with them? Like, what do they want? Or where are they at with everything? I feel like that there's some sort of clarity coming, okay? Regardless of where you're at. Now, it's funny because chamomile is associated with Cancer and Leo, and we have the Cancer, and then we have this lion stuff. So I feel like this card's really important up here. So we have the calm card. It says, step back a little and take a rest. If you're wondering about a situation, the answer is to let things go, let them be, or wait a little longer. It's time to seek harmony, tranquility, and peace. You may find that what you are wanting to change or to happen will soon come along with a new light, new fire, and power all on its own. What is right and just will also win, though. Be careful of being on the wrong side of the law, rules, or conventions, as you may just get burnt. I'm not really worried about that last message. It's a little bit like out of left field, but I feel like there may be a need to wait for something to reveal itself, and again, maybe this is like if you're wondering what your status is with somebody, like you're like, where are we? Are we like a thing? Are we going to make this happen? Like, what's happening? Again, this might be saying like, chill, like, and just wait for things to come through. Everything will manifest the way that it's supposed to. Now, again, take a rest if you are feeling, especially if you're feeling more moody or something. It may be advice for you. I can only give advice to you. I can't give advice to the other person. So don't think I'm like calling you out or something. I'm not. I'm just telling you what I can see for you. But yes, seeking harmony, tranquility, and peace is huge. And again, maybe it's like if you've been waiting for some sort of news or to know something, you're actually going to get that in this next month. Okay, so regardless of where that leads you. Now, the strength card is actually pretty good, like I said, because, well, the moon, okay, the moon is a little bit of a tricky card sometimes because, of course, it can talk about our inner emotions and all these sorts of things too, but it can talk about not feeling like everything's fully revealed. And again, maybe there's a dynamic here, especially of the if there's a masculine in this, they in particular may be kind of a little bit more blocked off than the feminine. They may have a harder time opening up, and it takes them longer to say what they want to say. But I kind of feel like some sort of truth could be coming forth, to be honest. Now, the other thing, too, with the Strength card is this can talk about strength coming to your aid. Now, if you've had opposing attitudes in this relationship, if you've been feeling like at odds, because conflict here, for whatever reason, I really feel like it's about finding a middle ground and kind of getting through it. Okay, so this can be a really positive message for those of you that have been experiencing conflict, or again, maybe uncertainty or lack of clarity. I feel like something could come through in the next month where it's like you'll know what to do and you're going to get some sort of information. So if you've been feeling very cloudy about this and you're just like, I don't know what's going on here, again, this can be really positive. Again, in terms of finding a middle ground, compromising, and getting a satisfactory result for the both of you, the Strength cards are very good for that, okay? This can talk about releasing tension as well, which is built up, and getting it out there and just saying what you need to say. And again, this can come from your partner too. Maybe you've already said everything, but they haven't. You know what I mean? This can also be like if you are, getting to know somebody, and this is like, you're inquiring about like maybe somebody new. This can show a creative relationship evolving with the Strength card. Oftentimes, this also shows that love deepens with time. Strength doesn't usually stick around for a short time. Strength is something that's lasting, and it denotes something that will bring you, yes, challenges at times, and again, patience may be necessary, but it's going to be lasting and life-affirming in many ways, okay? So structure could be coming as well. So definitely news is on the way. Truth is on the way. What do you need to recognize right now? What tough love messages do you need to hear right now? And how can you gain clarity and insight? As well, by the way, for some of you, if you do find that you're not opening up about your feelings, this might be a good month to do so, to lay it out, for the other person. Okay, so your person's energy and kind of thoughts, feelings, sort of like what's going on there in regard to them over the next month with you. What's kind of going on with them. So interesting. The Nine of Wands came out in the reverse. And what about their vibes and kind of like what's going on with them towards the other person? This person, by the way, is letting go of something. This almost feels like you guys are talking again after a period away or something. Not for all of you, obviously, but I think for some of you. You may be more able to open up emotionally in some way. And you may find a renewed sense of faith in this relationship or hoping for something better here. Because we have the Hermit. And again, this could also mean that you're doing a lot of self-reflecting. Maybe in your relationship, you're kind of reflecting on certain truths, even if they're not always pleasant. Sometimes we might have epiphanies about our own behaviors and kind of actions and like how they haven't led us to where we want to be. And maybe for some of you, you're having these sort of realizations as well on your end. Now, with your person, I feel like they are letting go of some sort of defense. With the Nine of Wands in reverse in the world, it feels like somehow this person, it's like they're giving you an indication of the future and of the potential. I feel like you're going to come out of this next month, and I'll be shocked if you don't know more about your future and like what's coming, regardless of whatever that means. I don't want to like sit there and predict anything beyond that for a group of people. It's just not fair, to be honest. Like I think it'd be kind of silly, but I think it's going to be an eye-opening month for you, and I don't want you to think. I think it's going to be good for you, okay, in that way. So yeah, I feel like you'll have also maybe that time to act as well. So for some of you, like I said, if you have been waiting for that like kind of moment to rise to where you can say something or open up or get something off your chest, you're going to have the opportunity, I feel. And somehow it's like they're going to be wide open for it, or more open than before. Again, like this person could be dropping some sort of defense or letting down a wall if they've been kind of keeping one up. Let me see what we get in terms of charms. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we've got the starfish. We'll talk about that. We've got here this heart with the arrow. Definitely feeling struck. Virgo's here. We've got Pegasus. I can and you versus you. This is really interesting. I can, you versus you. So there is some sort of focus in this relationship on you, the viewer, like right now. Like there's something about you having power in the situation in some way. And again, maybe that's the power to ask for what you want or to say what you need, or I don't know. Obviously, it's going to be different for everyone. So I don't want to sit there and insinuate all kinds of things, but I feel like you know in some way about what you can do. And let's see here. I want to look at the starfish message. So I'm going to pull that up real quick. So the starfish, fish, I said fish and I meant fish. Okay, sorry. Keep your senses open to the new opportunities that are about to appear and trust your intuition about which ones are the right ones to take advantage of. In spite of what others say, do things that you want, the way you want, to even if it's unusual or different than how most people would do them. There's no need to hurry, so take your time getting to where you want to go. That's also interesting here in this message, like, hearing that, because I do feel like that there is something here about calming down and just letting things flow and not hurrying. So keep that in mind. In spite of any recent losses, trust that you'll recover fully and start anew. And it says here, someone in your circle of friends or family is in need of your compassionate understanding. And maybe on some level too, with this Cancer energy, maybe there's something in this person that needs you. And especially if they're having conflict in your life, that might be a really good way to get closer to them. And, being there, like if they're, okay, especially if you're a feminine and they're a masculine, let me say, if they're having conflict or they're having some sort of difficulty in their life, you could be such a healing presence to them. And, again, maybe you want to take advantage of that. Maybe you don't, but I'm just saying. Okay, so there's that. Now, this can talk about a loved one also is going through some troubling emotions, but is trying to put on a happy face. So this person could be going through some feelings of their own and may need you on some level, to give them support. Now, with Pegasus, we've got here, let me see. I thought that I had it in here. Huh. Well, I mean, this is an animal book. It has a unicorn, but not Pegasus. Okay, never mind. Well, Pegasus, of course, are magical creatures. They have wings, so they can fly a little bit more freely. And so, again, I feel like some sort of information's flying because we have the bird flying. So maybe something's coming through, like there's a bit more movement. And, again, maybe things are kind of coming up a little bit as well, if that makes sense. Virgo's here too, by the way. Virgo's are ruled by Mercury and could talk about more communication as well coming through and things like that. By the way, someone could have something in their health going on and maybe there's some support needed there as well. But yeah, I think there could be actually some good conversations that do occur. So with that being said, that is your reading for the month ahead with your person. I hope that this is helpful for you. And remember, it's you versus you. You have power here in some way. I don't know how that's going to manifest exactly for you based on your individual experience, but just kind of keep that in mind, okay? And anyway, I wish you the very best. If you want to get a personal reading with me, all that information's up above. You can also join here as a member if you'd like. But I just appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, my beautiful friends. So if you chose group number 3, this is going to be a reading. You've got the heart with buttons on it. So cute. So, of course, it makes me feel like I chose the heart intuitively. So I'm definitely getting the vibe of love here and, things going on there. So let's see what we've got here. Oh, that's funny. I grabbed this on accident too. Whoops. Okay, we've got here balance. Rich, good gentleman. His thoughts. And marriage. Ooh. Wow. Okay, gratitude. Triumph. Five of Swords. And the Page of Cups here. Tent and caterpillar, as well as the first house. Ooh, you guys. Okay, you have an interesting month ahead with this person. So first of all, I'm kind of getting the vibe, maybe some of you are in a relationship with this person and you guys are actually like together. If that's the case, this person could be thinking about the future with you. Like, I mean, as in like marriage. Okay, they might be really thinking about being together with you, etc., and the future and all of that as well. So I want to kind of point something out, and I want you to know this, and the reason why Spirit brings this through is because they want you to be calm. Five of Swords here. This can indicate that there could be some sort of hurt feelings that do occur over the next month. Maybe there's an argument, a conflict, or some sort of problem. Maybe if this person's done it in the past as well, this could talk about an apology coming through. The Page of Cups is usually a very kind of sweet energy, and again, this sometimes can talk about someone reaching out to apologize about something or to make up for something as well. So that, like I said, can show something good happening in that regard. Sometimes the Five of Swords can show that you guys are just at maybe on different sides of things. Sometimes this can talk about people being stubborn and neither person being prepared to really explore the other's viewpoint. But I want to say that, like, that's going to be resolved. So I don't feel like that's going to last. And so that's why I said I feel like it's coming through, because it wants you to be calm, you know, when that does happen, and know that like things would be rectified, or that things could be, you know, gone, like it could get better. Okay. And generally it's an uplifting energy. Now, we also have here, and that's the other thing too, temporary situation, things will not always be this way, a change is coming. So, like I said, I almost get the vibe that like something happens, like maybe you guys find yourself in disagreement or at odds about something, but it's like this person, like give them a moment and they'll figure it out. Sometimes I have that, like, you know, even in my own relationship, sometimes with my husband, we might have odds about something, or he might say something that's kind of like, he's got a Gemini moon in the first house. So he definitely speaks his mind. And sometimes his mind is, or what he speaks, I feel like is a little bit harsh. Anyway, but the point is that, like, you know, sometimes you just gotta let them think about it, and then they'll like, they'll be like, oh shoot, that was kind of not the right thing or whatever. Anyway, so like I said, I feel like whatever that may be, it's like it would be fine. So just remember that, you know, because sometimes we're in the moment, we're like, oh my goodness, it's like, blah, 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 and then we feel so confused or whatever, and it's like, this is a blessing, like, or somehow there's an apology, or there's some kind of sweetness coming, or, you know. The other thing too is that you and your partner could be solving a conflict together as well, and it could bring you closer. Okay, so with that being said, that's what I'm seeing there. Now we have gratitude, and I want to say that there are going to be moments where you feel very you're going to feel a lot of gratitude towards a relationship. The other thing is I could see how maybe this person might spend money on you or do something for you to show gratitude. Okay, so that's also there as well. Now, with balance here, it says a return to center is needed and may also be offered. Have you taken something too far, or maybe not reached out enough? Now is the time to come back to a more harmonious and even place. Stability is what you should be focused on at the moment, and rash actions and decisions are to be tempered. Now is not the time to take a risk, but rather to step back just a little and see what transpires. You may find you need a little more time or rest, or retreat a little, okay? So that's another thing too. Don't be afraid to step back a little bit if you are feeling like you need a break or whatever. I'm not saying a break from the relationship, but like, I think it's just advisable if you do find yourself at odds with this person to step back a little bit and let things unfold. Because you may find that that will bring you success. You know what I mean? In the situation. Like I said, in the example I gave you with my husband, sometimes it's just like, I gotta let him like think about it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but this is overall, like I said, I feel like it's good. Like, I don't feel like anything is to worry here. I think you'll end the month on a good note. With the first house as well, like I said, I feel like there could be a lot of physical interaction as well. And yeah, things could be changing. And this also, by the way, if you've been having this energy, this Five of Swords energy, this is telling us that it's all going to come back into balance. Like the person's going to have thought about their actions. They may be thinking about you, and they may want to come toward you. Okay. So also that can be a really good thing, right? Now, what about their person's kind of vibes towards them over the next month? We have the Six of Wands. This person's actually really thinking about you, and I think that they're admiring you in some way. So I think you're going to do something where they just really admire your behavior, your actions, your success, something you're doing. Really just like, it's like they're proud to know you, proud to be around you. Like, I don't know, I'm just getting that message so strongly. It's like they see you and they're just like, wow, that person's great. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like this renewed sense of gratitude. I have that a lot in my relationship too. Like, not to talk about my relationship, but do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I'll like, just, you know, like I catch, my husband and I have been together for like 21 years this year, I guess. Yeah. 21 years. And it's like, sometimes I'll just look at him like, he's so cute, you know what I mean? And it's just like, you get that feeling. And it's like, I feel that feeling. So that's why I brought it up. Cause it's like, I feel that sort of like pride or something. They're being proud of you about something or grateful, you know, like there's some feeling of success here. And again, you may also give them some good advice this month as well. And what are your vibes towards them? Now watch out, because this person could have some pride sometimes too. But they'll think it out, or they'll think it through. How are you feeling in your vibes? What's going on here? Oh, you might have a lot to say. The Eight of Wands and the Queen of Swords. There might be a lot of intellectual stimulation, things going forward. You may feel very attracted to your person as well. You may feel like chatting a lot as well with the Eight of Wands. And yeah, I feel like overall your energy is pretty good towards this person. Their energy seems to be overall good to you as well. You may be a little bit more quicker to react to something too. So maybe that's where that balance is coming through. And just like checking your actions and making sure you don't overreact to something or something like that. But overall, I don't feel anything bad. Again, your your attraction could be quite like potent, and you might be feeling pretty excitable about this person. Okay, so let's get some charms and see what comes through there. Okay, let's see what we got here. We've got Sally here. We've got the bicycle. We've got, you and your person could actually be doing a lot more physical activity together as well. We have the bicycle and the tennis racket. So this could talk about like exercising or getting outdoors, something like that. Look at this. We've got a cute little smiley face. I don't even know if I've ever seen this charm before in my thing. But yeah, it came through, didn't it? So we have that little smiley face. So I think there will be plenty of laughs and fun moments between the two of you as well. And maybe some good sunsets even. Maybe for some of you, you go to the beach with this person or go on a little trip or do something like that. But I almost feel like you guys are like watching some beautiful sunsets together or something, maybe feeling like a little bit more relaxed. Of course, I think of the beach as a relaxing place. We also have, like I said, peace, the peace sign. So you could be finding peace together, getting over something as well. Butterfly is also very positive in that regard. I feel a strong sense of friendship here and just support. I think of Sally as a very supportive person, character, I guess. And yeah, supportive kind of energy here. Again, maybe like I said, there's physical activity or getting outdoors or something as well. But bicycles and tennis rackets also made me think of like going back and forth on something. So again, maybe this is like, at times there could be a little bit of like back and forth on something. Maybe you guys are also speaking of the same subjects quite a lot as well. But I feel like friendly rapport is here. And with the bicycle too, this can indicate movement as well. So, and even childlike feelings and flirtations and stuff. So overall, I think that I like the energy pretty well. And I wish you all the very best over the next month with your person. I hope everything goes splendidly. Again, I kind of feel like your person's looking at you as serious business. Anyway, I wish you the very best, okay? Take care of yourselves. And if you want to get a personal reading with me, of course, that information is in the description box, as well as links to all the decks I'm using, etc. So take care and have a beautiful and blessed day wherever you are. Hello, my beautiful friends. You chose group number 4, the last group. This is kind of funny. I chose this one, and I chose it intuitively. Of course, we have butterflies, which can talk about, you know, kind of fun, beauty, etc. But it's funny because I went to a museum today for my birthday. Well, it was like, my birthday was last week, but we went to a museum for, you know, the day to spend some time. It was a dinosaur museum, and in the gift shop they had these beautiful, I really want one actually. I've wanted one for years. I should have bought one, but I'm saving up for my puppy right now. But they had these beautiful like butterfly, like real butterflies in displays. Have you ever seen those? They were so pretty. Anyway, I do feel like maybe there's a pretty like picture or something like that, or maybe it's like you and your person take a good picture together, or again, maybe there's like some special memories that are kind of framed in the month ahead as well, like maybe some special things happening. We have protection. We've got the Chariot, as well as the 7 of Wands. We've got family here, the Bell with the announcement, Elephant, 7th house, disengage, garden, and snake. What do we have here? Let's take a look here. One of the things that I'm getting here, well, for some of you might, with family here, this could talk about interactions with the family in general, or somehow the family is playing a role in your relationship. So for some of you, this could mean meeting the person's family or getting closer. This could also talk about disengaging from family as well, though. I feel like for some of you, and this is only for very few of you, don't get this up in a, you know, don't take this if this isn't your message, okay? I think you'd already be aware of it. It's not something that will fly out of you, like at you out of nowhere, like suddenly. If you have had like family disagreements, or it's like, I feel like saying like to disengage from family a bit and focus on the relationship. And that's only for some of you, but it's almost like, and maybe this is your family. Sometimes your family might have opinions about your person or about something. Or maybe it's like you're afraid that they will. Try not to let that affect the meaning of your relationship or anything like that, okay? Now, such a weirdly specific message. Okay, anyway. But yes, so movement is here with the Chariot. The movement is what comes through. And this can talk about significant journeys, also important news and things happening. There might be some important things. Maybe for some of you, yeah, you're announcing it to your family about this person, or vice versa. Again, that may not be for everyone, but this can talk about the relationship engaging a more deeper like commitment. And this can often talk about, too, coming to some sort of conclusion as well. Now, because of the Chariot, there's like this way, that way. So sometimes there can talk about confusion, or maybe you're at odds in some regard. And this can talk about being reconciled, or, you know, kind of getting through this as well. Some of you might be overcoming gossip or other such things as well, or things that sort of, maybe you're worried about what people around you will think, or socially. I kind of wonder if that could be present in some way. Now, this can talk about moving forward in some way, or a new stage, arriving at a new stage. And I would say, like, sometimes you can talk about like engagement, setting, you know, like up a home together, or moving forward in some way. It does feel like we're looking at, somehow you guys are looking at the future. Now again, 7 of Wands, I kind of feel as if there might be people with opinions around you or something. Or maybe it's like they have people with opinions. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just feel like somehow it's like protecting the relationship from this. And kind of focusing on you and the person rather than what other people say. This can talk about this card here, echinacea. It's protection. It says here, there's a need to take a more active role in strengthening your defenses, and moderation may be called for as energies seem to be out of balance. Do not bottle up feelings and thoughts, as now is the time to voice concerns calmly and with care to ensure future similar issues do not rise again in the same way. So the other thing too, by the way, could be about stepping up and saying something, in a relationship. So for some of you, that's going to be something that needs to be done because maybe certain things have been out of balance in the relationship. And especially if there has been, I feel like this is a month where you definitely need to put your foot down on some level. Now, patience may also be needed, as is a little self-reflection to work out what it is you really want and stay true to your purpose and inner truth. And that's another thing too, is like, don't feel pressure to do anything. If you need to disengage a little bit, you know what I mean? That's going to be something that you need to work on. And you can just kind of go off on your own a little bit and take some time. Disengage also says to disown something that is not aligned with who you are, to disagree, to step away from a toxic influence, to take a break. And some of you may feel like that is something you need to do. For some of you, this may be a difficult relationship, okay? Out of all the groups, I feel like this might be the more challenging one, or it has some challenges to it. Now, again, some of these might be external challenges, and it's like you and your person are fine, but it's the people around you. Again, this could be about kind of, pushing those type of people away and focusing on you in your unit. Especially, if you have children together and stuff like that. But anyway, with garden and snake, sometimes this can talk about social things that are going on. And especially with snake, it can talk about maybe people who are not the best around you. Like I said, so I do feel like that there needs to be some sort of defenses against that. Now, spirit guides, tell me, what is their person's vibe towards them in the month ahead? What's going on there? I'm very curious. Okay, we've got the star and the moon. Okay, and what about their feelings and like kind of vibes towards their person? So we've got the star and the moon, and this is this is kind of interesting because with your person, well, the star is usually obviously a beautiful card because it can talk about hope and aspiration, feeling more balanced and harmonious. This person could also feel or look at you and be kind of confused about what you want. I feel like this person's hopeful for the future. I think your feelings are mutual. I think that you definitely can talk about, this can talk about renewal of love and things like kind of getting better as well. You may also be feeling a little bit more, I don't know, I almost feel like there's a renewal going on here, I guess is what I want to say, or that there's a chance to kind of move things forward on some regard. Now, the moon sometimes can talk about, I wonder if your person's not always saying everything to you that they feel, or they're holding certain things back. I kind of wonder because of the moon there. Maybe this person has certain fears about the future. They could be a little bit more defensive as well. Sometimes the moon can talk about someone who has a lot of longings but is afraid to say them out loud. It's like they wish for something and they have certain things that they want, but they're afraid to say it because maybe they're afraid to be rejected, or maybe it feels like it's too shy to bring it up or something. I don't know. There's something there to that as well. So like, look for subtle cues with your person, because your person may say things in kind of like this way. You know what I mean? Like where someone might say something in a way that's like not direct, but they're sort of saying it like in a roundabout way. And with you, I think your energy is, well, the wheel of year is usually pretty optimistic. And I would say it feels like you're ready to move forward in some way. This can be really good. Like I said, if you guys are trying to get like things working out, like maybe you've been at odds and maybe there's been some things or whatever, this does seem like you're in a good mood or you're in the positive direction, or you know what I mean, like that's coming through. And then we've got Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And you may find that you're having certain epiphanies, or that things are making a little bit more sense in your connection as well. Your partner may have a lot of also ideas, dreams, goals, wishes, but they're like confused about how to make them happen as well. Okay? That might be something. It's like they're kind of wondering what the future holds, or they're kind of thinking about, maybe they're apprehensive of the future for some reason. This can happen sometimes if maybe they're changing jobs or they want to change something in their life as well. That could just be something they're going through. And maybe they're wondering if you'll want to be with them, or like, I don't know, maybe they're having certain fears or anxieties. So don't be like surprised if maybe jealousy comes up or insecurity. And your person may say these things in roundabout ways. Okay. Now, like I said, I think that there's protection here, and I still feel like you guys are like, you know, kind of trying to find balance here as well. Maybe some of you, very few of you, will take a break, but I think there'll be a hope for the future. But your person may be like quite confused if you do that. You might really make them like, what? Okay, now. Okay, let's see what we've got. We have got, let's see, Made with Love. We've got here, I Love You to the Moon and Back. Aw. The Turtle. Again, this one says here, Made with a Smile. There's a little sun. I wonder if your person's going to make you something. Or you're going to make them something. Like, someone could be making something. Like, literally. Like, you know what I'm saying? We have here the cat. We've got another turtle. We've got two turtles, okay? That's really weird. Okay, now we have the star. I didn't even know I had this charm. I had a few pop out to me today. I'm like, where the hell did these come from? I've never even seen these. I forgot I even had them. They never come out. Same with this one. And then we've got here a 1 cent euro. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you're actually going to get a gift, or they're going to make you something. They're going to do something. Maybe they make you dinner. Maybe they make you a gift. Maybe they do something for you. But it feels like they're making something, or you're making, there's something there to that. Now, we need to look up the turtle, because this is such an important message, because obviously it came through like twice. Hold on. I want to check and see. There we go. This is a time to be more self-reliant and less dependent on others. Take time to nurture yourself and simply observe and feel your emotions. This is a period of increased sensitivity to the Earth's vibrations and those of the collective human consciousness, which you'll first feel as sensations in your body prior to the resultant emotions. Spend a few hours longer in solitude away from other people and the usual noise that surrounds you. This is interesting because maybe you and your partner at certain times are like kind of a little bit more disengaged from others. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's focusing on the two of you and not what's everything that's around you. You know, like just spending more time together. And that could definitely be for some of you. It might be just like, well, we're not ready to tell anyone yet, or we're not really ready. Like, I almost wonder if that's like the case for some of you. Now, for others of you that have been having problems with the relationship, maybe there's been lies or something, or there's been something going on. Maybe this is about just kind of disengaging a little bit from the relationship and really figuring out yourself. Okay, we have the cat here, which can talk about solitary energy as well. And again, maybe there's just a little bit of that going on. We also have the traveling a charm, because we have a suitcase here, which does mention Moscow, Hong Kong, London, Norway, Paris, New York. Now, maybe for some of you, this is about a future trip. Maybe you guys want to see each other or travel to see each other. So that could be coming up for some of you, even with this little steering thing for the ship. as well. This could talk about trips, travel, future plans and ideas. Think about turtles too. They travel through the water, like over the water. You know what I mean? Like, when you're feeling threatened or fearful, you tend to back away and retreat into your shell. Not being terribly concerned about what others think of this is a way of dealing with disturbance. Now, that's interesting because I kind of wonder if there's a little bit of that going on as well. Like maybe where you guys kind of retreat a little bit. But there's a lot of love here. So I don't know what's going on because I really do feel like you both, this is mutual. Like there's love here. And again, I love you to the moon and back. It's almost like I love you till the end of time. And we have the stars here too. Stars in the moon. It feels like there's something going on here. There could be some financial investment made as well, like I said, towards a relationship. I also kind of get phases. Phases coming through. The sun's, of course, here. The moon, so masculine and feminine energy as well. And there could be more discussion about hidden feelings and things going on. Like maybe you're just relating to each other a little bit more. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. Interesting. You guys had an interesting group. I really do hope this is helpful. And if you like this type of content, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me in the comments that you like these type of videos. You want to see more of them. Because then I know. And I'm like, well, okay, I'll make more. But anyways, I wish you all the very best. If you want to get a personal reading with me, that's all in the description box, along with the deck information and everything else. So I wish you the best. Take care. Lots of love. And I will see y'all in the next video.